Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make chromatic scales out of your favorite characters or YouTubers or honestly anything using RVC AI. So here's two quick examples of two chromatic scales I made using RVC, one of Jacksepticeye and one of NecoArc. You get the gist. So I'm gonna be showing you basically how to make those in this video. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing two different methods to making RVC chromatic scales. One of the methods is gonna be for those of you who have like maybe computers that aren't as strong, or you don't have a good GPU processor, and you pretty much do most of it online. And then the second method is for people that have a good GPU, like I have a 3060, so I usually use this instead. Use this GUI. But first, I'm going to be showing how you can use kits. You can use app.kits.ai to make RVC chromatic scales. Alright, now the first thing you're going to want to do before you even bother picking a character to make a RVC chromatic scale of is make sure that you have a chromatic scale that you can put the character over. I have plenty of chromatic scales, but make sure you have one, or you can just go on, you can like find boyfriend's chromatic scale and use that. That one works just as well. You want to make sure you have some sort of chromatic scale to put the character over. Now, once you have a chromatic scale, what you're going to want to do is head over to Community Voices and go ahead and pick a voice from a character you want to use. You could also alternatively create your own RVC model in the train your voice section. I won't be showing you how to do that in this video, but you can find that out. You could figure it out very easily. It's so freaking easy to do. Head over to Community Voices, and you can go ahead and scroll through or search for a character you want to use. I'm just going to go ahead and use Glamrock Freddy because he's right here. Once you're here, you can go ahead and click on Add or Drop Acapella. Go ahead and search for a chromatic scale you want to use. I'm going to use this one. Once you've got it once it's uploaded, you can see it right here. Click on Convert. Now this process should take 30 seconds, maybe a minute. It really shouldn't take long. Once your voice is done converting, you should see it right here. It should say voice output and then the character. You can go ahead and listen to it. You can go ahead and listen to it and make sure it's working. Just like that. Once you've got it, you can go ahead and click on this little download button right here, and then your file will start downloading. Once you do that, we're going to head over to whatever DAW you use. In this case, I'm going to be using FL Studio. Now, once you have your scale done, just go ahead and drop it into whatever slicer you use. You want to use Fruity Slicer, you want to use Direct Wave, you want to use a SliceX. In this case, I'm going to use SliceX. Go ahead and open your SliceX, load sample, and find the scale you made. It should be in your downloads. I'm going to go ahead and pick that. It should look something like this. Just go ahead and click on this little button right here, right above the title, and then click on Auto Slice, and then Dual Auto Slicing. Now it probably won't slice right, so just go ahead and you can scroll in to zoom in on the waveform, double click, and then add markers at each different syllable. Just go ahead and do that, and then, so once you've gone ahead and sliced everything, you could leave the scale just like this, or you could click on this little button right here, you right click on it, and it'll make all of the clips the same volume. I personally like doing that. And then, once you do that, your chromatic scale is ready to go. And just like that. Now for the second method, this is the RVC GUI method. You're going to want to go ahead and head to this GitHub, which I'm going to link in the description. And you want to scroll down a bit, and then click on where it says download latest, and then there's this blue button here. I've already downloaded it. It's a big file, so I'm not going to re-download it. But you'll get a zip file, and basically you're going to want to extract the zip file into whatever directory. You can name it whatever you want. And then you're going to want to open it so that you're in this, so that you can see all these files. And then you're going to want to go ahead and run rvc-gui.bat, right? And it'll probably take a minute to open up. You'll see this command prompt open up, and then after about like a minute or two, you'll see this GUI right here. Now, with this GUI, you can make chromatic scales, covers of songs, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do with an RVC. But I'm gonna show you where to get voice models really quickly so that you can use them for whatever you want. Now, somewhere I go a lot to find like RVC voice models is the AI Hub Discord server. I'm in no way like sponsored by this Discord server or anything like that to share it, but this is just where I go to get my voice models. You can search for this Discord server will probably have more models than the website, but you can go ahead and search for whatever character you wanted to. I'll just get like an Eric Cartman one. You should just be able to click on the picture and then scroll until you might have to scroll. There should be a link right at the top, and that's like a Hugging Face link. You're going to go ahead and click that. It's not a virus link, promise you. And it'll go ahead and download your model. Now, once you have your model, don't like unzip it or anything. Open up the RVC GUI and then click on this Import Model from Zip button, right? And you're going to go ahead and navigate over to your downloads folder or whatever, and go ahead and open up or double click on the file. Then there should be a drop down here. You click on that and then look for your model. Here's my Cartman Classic one. Now, where it says input audio file, click browse, and then go ahead and pick the chromatic scale you want to put it over. It might take a minute to load when you pick the model or pick the voice file. Just give it a second. For this F0 method, my recommendations are you either use harvest or crep. I don't know how to pronounce that. I pronounce it crep. You can test both out. You can always just test both out, see which one comes out better, which one like is more resemblant of the actual character. For this one, I'm gonna use harvest. You want to go ahead and, if you have a good GPU like me, I have a 3060. I'm running on 3060, which is pretty good. You're gonna want to pick GPU. Maybe if not so much, then go ahead and pick CPU as the processing mode method. It might lag it for a second when you switch them over. It's fine. Just give it a second. Once everything is set up, go ahead and click on convert, and then you'll see this little loading bar right here. Just gonna wait for it to finish. It might take, when you first load up the app, it might take like a minute or two to convert the first audio file because it's getting everything set up. But once you do it once, like every other time after will only take like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And I'll be back once it's done converting. Once it's done converting, you should see this output path, and that's the path to where the file is, and then it should say success. If it says error, then it's probably because you used an MP3 as the input audio file instead of a WAV. I should have mentioned that before, my bad. But yeah, if you get an error message, it's probably because you used an MP3 instead of a WAV. Now, once this is done, it's pretty much the same steps as the last one. You go to your cover or your FLP or whatever you're doing. If you're using if you're using Ableton or whatever, using FL Studio Mobile, open that. Open up your slicer, and then just go ahead and load the sample. And do the same exact process where you slice it. I could just slice it really quick while I'm here. I don't have to just stop recording the video to slice it real quick. Do the same thing for it, and then let me head over to this one. See, and then we've got an Eric Cartman chromatic scale. Bam, just like that. It's pretty much that simple. Now, if you have any questions about anything, you can feel free to ask me in the comments, but if it's like technical issues, you're probably going to want to go to the AI Hub Discord server, because they've got tutorials on like all sorts of methods, and if you have trouble with like the RVC GUI especially, they should be able to help you in like the help RVC and all that. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video useful and are able to use it to make whatever chromatic scales you want.